Welcome back to Purple Color Life. In this video, this is part 2 of our SeaDoo Jetski series. This is the how to start and operate basics. Remember, we are on a SeaDoo GTX PWC personal watercraft. This is a 2006, so always read the manual for your machine before you start driving. It all starts with the key being placed on the ignition. But before we even do that, let's review the controls. This is your start-stop button. This will start the machine. This will also stop it. The other way to stop the machine is if you fell off or if you disengage the start key, that would stop the machine. On this machine, my right hand controls the throttle with my thumb, kind of like the three-wheelers of old. We've got right-hand mirror, left-hand mirror, gauge cluster, shows me my fuel level, my directional compass, water temperature, RPMs, and speed, as well as any warning indicators, battery, maintenance, temperature, check engine, and oil. The other control you need to be aware of is down here. This is your forward, neutral, and reverse. Neutral is truly just the clamshell halfway covering up the jet at the back. So with forward, there's no clamshell covering. You're just shooting all that jet straight out the back to move forward. When you pull it halfway, you're halfway blocking it, so some propulsion forward, some backwards. It's kind of like neutral. And when you pull all the way back, that is reverse, because the clamshell is redirecting the water underneath the boat. Now we're out here in the middle of the lake, so we're not up against shore, but you'd want to make sure you are far enough away from shore that when you start this jet ski, you're not going to suck rocks and debris up in the bottom. You put the key on. It'll beep to show you that the key is engaged. Beep twice. It's going to chirp 4 times to let you know it's ready to start. Pushing the start button starts. Turning left, turning right, and throttle. Similar to a motorcycle, there is a lean factor to riding a jet ski. You do want to lean into a turn when you can. To avoid toppling over, you want to avoid hitting bumps at a weird angle. That'll also make you skid off the plane you're going on, potentially toppling over. Okay, throttle forward. Pontoon boat with a ski pylon. Okay, so for reference, the water is still about 1.5 feet below the top of the cement of the pier. These buoys mean shallow, no wake. When we travel under the bridge, that's the rule here in this lake, is you make no wake underneath. These buoys that say shoal mean that there's either something under the water there or that the shoreline is shallow. Could be a tree laying right there, and that's why they mark it. But the rest of the lake is wide open. I do recommend that everyone take a safe boaters course, even if it's not required of the state or area or region that you live in. I think it's a good idea to always take that safe boaters course to understand the markings on the water and best practices for safety. I said in Pennsylvania we are required to have a license to drive a PWC, and I don't remember what the year is, but If you're born after a certain year, you have to have a license even to drive a regular boat.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Good? You jumping in and swimming a little bit? Stretching out. I've mentioned in previous videos that I like to ride backwards sometimes. You put your feet against these grips, hold on to the handle,